Jocko Willink, a retired U.S. Navy SEAL officer, explains that during stressful and emotional situations, you need to relax, take a step back, detach from the situation so that you can process what's happening and make a good decision. Because no one can make a good decision when they're panicked, freaked out, or scared. Proverbs 29 verses 8 to 11 say, "Scorners set a city aflame, but wise men turn away anger. When a wise man has a controversy with a foolish man, the foolish man either rages or laughs, and there is no rest. Men of bloodshed hate the blameless, but the upright are concerned for his life. A fool always loses his temper, but a wise man holds it back." From this passage, we see that the wise man doesn't give in to his anger, he values life, and he has self-control. On the other hand, the foolish man is restless, he's hateful, he has no self-control, and most specifically, he lets his emotions control his actions. The foolish man sets cities aflame in his anger. In other words, the foolish man does not make good decisions. Why? Because anger creates chaos. When you have so much anger inside of you that it's burning and raging, letting those things out is only going to create more chaos. The Bible says so much about anger. It tells us to not give in to our anger, to not be hateful, to forgive, to turn the other cheek. Why? As I said, anger creates chaos. When you are angry, you cannot make good decisions. You only make things worse. You're only taking all of those horrible things inside of you and externalizing them into the world. So, how do we make good decisions? So that we can create order and not chaos. So that we can build cities rather than burn them down. The Bible tells us to live according to the fruits of the Spirit. The fruits of love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, and self-control. The fruits of the Spirit are a sign of strength because it's really, really hard to act them out in unfair and frustrating situations. You might think that living according to the fruits of the Spirit in evil situations is delusional. How can you be joyful and kind and loving in this horrible situation? How can you show these things to someone who doesn't deserve them? Well, that's the sign of strength. And that's a sign of rationality. Because the fruits of the Spirit aren't emotions, they're actions. And so you're controlling your actions. You're deciding to live according to the fruits of the Spirit. It's a sign of humility. Because when we act out on our emotions, when we let them control us, a lot of the time we have this self-righteous mentality of, oh, that person deserves to feel my wrath. But then what? What does that accomplish? Because all you're doing is acting out negative emotions, which means you're creating chaos, and you're not actually solving any problems. You're not actually making the world a better place. If anything, you're making it worse. Our world is broken. It's unjust, it's unfair, it's evil, and it sure stirs up a lot of negative emotions inside of us. But that's why we need to relax take a step back, detach from the situation so that we can process what's going on and make good decisions. Decisions that will create order and not chaos. Decisions that will help us to build up broken cities and not burn them down. If you really want to make the world a better place, start with yourself. Start by actually living according to the fruits of the Spirit so that you can create order and not chaos. Build cities. Don't burn them down. Thank you for listening. Thanks for listening to this week's devotional. If you click on the link in the description box down below, you'll be sent to a website with a summary of the devotional notes and a short list of discussion questions. You'll also be able to share your answers in the comments section. The goal of these questions is to challenge you to actually engage with this topic, apply the principles to your own life, and encourage others through meaningful conversations. We hope that you will accept this challenge.